Hello and welcome to Joanne's Healing Within. I am your host, Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, your certified holistic personal trainer, intuitive healer, cosmic energy reader, a student of astrology, master of numerology, and the creator of the Chakra Balance Numerology Cosmic Energy Forecast deck. And I like to ask you, how are you all doing today? That's a real loaded question. Also, I'd like to remind you, for those of you who are here live with me, remember, we have some amazing raffles going on, and you need to share, like, and comment to take advantage of this raffle. So if you are here live, you're going to have an opportunity to get your name in the bucket twice because you're here live and you're going to share, like, and comment. So if you're only here live but you don't share, like, and comment, you're not going to get your name in the bucket. So it's very important to do those two things. Other ways that you can get your name in the bucket more than once is go ahead and throw in some hashtags. And those hashtags would be Strong Island Television, Holistic Fitness, and also Joanne's Healing Within. And go ahead and invite your friends, because that's another way to get your name in the bucket. I call it a bucket because that's just what it seems to me, the raffle bucket. But anyway, again, we are on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and YouTube. Just in case you missed an episode or two, you can go back and watch later. But for now, I want to give a big shout out to my amazing advertising sponsors that do make this show possible for week after week after week. And we're going to go off with, where is my list? Oh my God, I lost my list. Too many names to remember. So we're going to start off with Kendra Greer, who's our astrologer, the Three Crones, and the Woo Woo, where you can catch me every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time with a lot of the Woo Woo. Then we have Natad Bradbury, which is our Mystic Warrior teacher and the founder of the Mystic Warrior Academy. Then we have Abigail St. Clair. She is the founder of the Inspired Connections, which she has an amazing magazine, should you be interested in running an ad or writing an article. Joel Monkman, he is our wellness advocate and personal development trainer. And last but not least, who's our guest for today, which we'll be talking about her more in a little while, is Eliza Bloom Robinson. She's our transformational catalyst. I know that's a whole lot of advertising sponsors, but hey, the more the merrier. So before we dive in reference to the forecast for today, I do want to make a reminder that, again, if you did miss last week's show, to go and catch Joe Monkman, because he was our guest last week, and he had an amazing journey to share with us, and also gave out an amazing raffle service, which I'll be announcing that later today. So you do have to hang in there to find out who's the winner to that amazing gift, that amazing raffle. So let's move on to those of you who are interested in being on the show, advertising your service, your business, whatever it is you do. I am offering an amazing advertising sponsorship promotion right now where you can advertise by doing a commercial right here on the show. You can take advantage. I got a new tongue today. $33 per episode where you purchase 12 episodes. That also gives you 2 free guest appearances on the show, which of course you get to choose the dates. We do one early on and then we do one later on in the year. Usually give or take 6 to 8 weeks apart from one another. So this is something that's resonating with you and you would like to share your story, your journey, and inspire others. Hit me up with an email at healingwithin76@gmail.com, and I'll be looking forward to getting you on my calendar because I do have upcoming dates for February and then also March. So why not get you on sooner than later? All right, let's dive into the energy. As I mentioned earlier, how are you doing today? How have you been doing? Where we have this amazing energy. Now, those of you who've been following my show for week after week after week, you know that I've been talking about Mercury retrograde. And yes, it has retrograde. We are now full-blown in Mercury retrograde as of yesterday. So yeah, today is a full 24 hours of Mercury retrograde. Mercury is our planet of communication, technology, scheduling, planning, and anything to do with computers. So anything that runs by a computer, I invite you to boot it up so this way here you don't fall into any dilemmas. And Mercury's also in Aquarius energy as well, along with several other planets. So currently by tomorrow, which is February 1st, Venus is going to be going into Aquarius energy as well. So that will put us in, oh my goodness gracious, how many planets at that point? I believe 7. 7 planets will be in Aquarius energy. So that's quite something. And you can learn a little bit more about that on my blog. And for that information, my blog is Holistic Fitness, or what is my blog? Holistic Fitness New York /blog, I believe. Don't ask me, there's just too much to remember. Anyway, my excuse. Let's see what the cards have in store for us today. What chakra do you need to focus in on today so you can get grounded and focused and feel really good about yourself so you can launch all the amazing programs that you're looking to launch in this amazing month of February. It's the last day of January today. Interesting card to be showing up. It's in reverse, so this means everyone needs this. And anyone who's watching today, here's a special gift. I do say that I do offer surprises, unexpected surprises. So this is one of those unexpected surprises. Everyone who's watching live is going to receive $10 off a Reiki treatment from me, because that's what this is saying. Everybody needs a Reiki treatment. Everybody needs a Reiki treatment. I do offer them virtually, so you don't have to worry about coming on site. For those of you who do live in the New York, Queens area or the 5 boroughs and you'd like to come on site, we can set that up as well. So anyone who's watching live can redeem their $10 off on their first Reiki treatment. And the chakra associate is the heart. So we will actually be working on the heart and whatever shows up in that session. Double zeros, letting you know there's all the potential and choices you have to make. But in order to do that, you do need to clear energy. So with all that being said, and I know I went superly fast on that today, only because I feel like I'm on speed. And I think that's a lot to do with all the amazing energy we have going on right now. Where again, today's the last day of January, so we are shifting out of January's energy and really moving full force into February. We've definitely been Aquarius energy for the past week and a half, and we'll have a lot more Aquarius energy coming in as we literally move into February 1st, which is tomorrow. So lots of fun things going on going forward. We're going to take a quick commercial break because I'm going to be bringing my guest in once we come back, and you definitely want to be here. Remember, you need to be live, share and like, and comment on today's show in order for that name, your name, to get put in the bucket. We're going to take a quick commercial break. I'll be right back.
Are you ready for that breakthrough? If so, I can help. I'm Reverend Eliza Bloom Robinson, Transformation Catalyst, and I support people just like you to move through into breakthrough, finding the place of empowerment and clarity about who you be and what you do. I'm offering a complimentary consultation session. Just simply email me at newhumanitynow@gmail.com, and I look forward to chatting with you.
Hey, this is Joe Monkman, and I am a personal development trainer. And that means that I help people step into their leadership roles, take their place as a visionary, really understand their own mastery in the world so that they can really find their place at the buffet of life. And if you want to know more, you can find me on my Facebook page at Joe Monkman and joemonkman@gmail.com.
Hello and welcome back to Joanne's Healing Within. I am your host, Joanne Angel Barry Cologne. And before I introduce my guests, I just want to recap, and I'm going to try to slow it down just a tad and try to come off the speed that I am on. Eliza's actually sending me energy to slow me down a little bit because I get just really excited about energy and it wounds me up. So I'm going to bring myself down some. So again, as I was speaking about in our card, for those of you who are just tuning in now, where you're live with us, you're going to be able to take advantage of redeeming a Reiki treatment from me, $10 off, but you need to be here live to redeem this. And we're going to definitely focus in on the chakra of the heart to lighten up the heart so you can feel more joy and excited based on all the energy that's coming in. So that's what I have to share with this for today, because we have a lot to cover on our show today. So let me introduce my amazing guest, Eliza Bloom Robinson. She is our transformational catalyst. And Eliza, if you don't mind, for those who are just watching us for the first time, because I know you've been on with me handfuls of times before, just explain what a transformational catalyst is, please.
Yeah, it's such a great word, and everybody goes, "Wait, what? What does that mean?" So, my work in the last couple decades has really been about transformation. And for many years, it was, subtle, small transformation. And then I started playing in the quantum field. So it became very much like a catalyst. Like the work that I do is a catalyst for transformation. I also use quantum catalyst and quantum, all kinds of different language about that. But it really is about breaking through your lifelong limiting beliefs, shattering them, dissolving them quickly, easily, gently, so that you can access the truth of who you are, your essence, who you're here to be, your biggest, boldest, most brilliant becomingness, and live the life you love.
All right, that was a mouthful.
Did you catch it? You were expecting like 3 words.
I caught it all though, and got it all, and hopefully our viewers got it all too, because what you do is extremely important for everybody. Those who work with you and those who might want to work with you after today's show, because it is really about the transformation that we're all going through, and being able to get to that space with a little bit of help and support from our guest today. So, our title for today's show, really long title, is all about as the world breaks down, but it's also about the new humanity. So let's talk about that a little bit. When you say breakthrough, what does that mean to you?
So if you could picture like the wall in front of you, and it's the barrier, it's your comfort zone, it's your limitations, it's your invisible glass ceiling, it's all the beliefs and the experiences that you think you have that are limiting. A breakthrough is like busting through that wall. It's also could be a different analogy, totally completely different. If you realize that you're a caterpillar and yet you have the dream to be a butterfly, what does it take to dismantle the caterpillar, go into the cocoon, dismantle the caterpillar, and come out the butterfly? So it is, again, transformational, but it's also moving. Where we are in humanity right now is we're moving from an experience of a world of separation into an experience of the world from oneness. And that changes everything as we make that change. So there's breakdowns. So a breakdown, we look at the breakdown maybe, in our country or any system, choose a system, and you go, oh my gosh, what's happening? It has to break down, soften, begin to crumble a little bit for the breakthrough to come, to land, to be experienced.
I love that whole aspect of breaking through the door, but even more important, going from that whole process of, the caterpillar into the cocoon, the caterpillar into that butterfly. And yeah, I mean, we are definitely all there, but even more important, the whole process of that we are not divided. And we are all really one. And when we can start to look at it that way, it makes it so much easier for us to want to unite in the new humanity. I think that's awesome. I love that. And I love the fact that you do it.
When I first started realizing it, I used the body as the analogy, right? So like your heart is one organ, it's completely independent, does separate things than the stomach or the colon or the kidney or the little finger or the big toe. But we see ourselves as one body. And that's what's happening. All of humanity is coming to realize, oh, I'm a heart, oh, I'm an eyeball, oh, I'm the tongue, oh, I'm the little toe. But when we begin to see that it takes all of us to function as one humanity, one body, it begins to help people sort of go, oh, right? Like
yes.
a different function, a different role. Individuality is very much present in oneness. It's not that we're the same or clones, right?
Yeah. I mean, although it would be nice to have a clone.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we'd be able to do more if we thought about it. It's like if I can have a clone of me, I can have somebody doing what I'm doing now and whatever. But yes. So in reference to what is the new humanity now? What is that really about?
So it is what I'm calling where we're moving. So in the world of conscious evolution, which was Barbara Marx Hubbard and Craig Hamilton and all of those names, they say conscious evolution and what we're becoming is the universal human. So if you know, like Don Beck and spiral dynamics, it's moving from first tier to second tier in consciousness. David Hawkins talks about it. I did a talk this morning at Unity Church of the Hills, little shout out for them, because we're kicking off the season for nonviolence. So we're looking at Gandhi, we're looking at Martin Luther King. They both talked about the ideal society or the beloved community where the norm is equality and enoughness and a world that works for all and justice and all of those things. So in New Humanity Now, with oneness as the foundation of being, juxtaposed with separation, which causes by definition lack and limitation in fighting and right and wrong, there is this collaborative, expansive world community that is happening. It's happening right now in consciousness. You can see it if you look for it,
Yes.
but it's what you get on mainstream, right?
Yeah. And not only can we see it when we look for it, but I don't know about you, but I know for me, I feel it. Like I literally feel that there's a much calmer feeling around people, that people don't feel so with each other. It feels more lighter. Are you feeling that too where you live?
I am. And it's where I live, but it's where I live, right?
Yes.
Calmer, there's a peace. But the other thing that's happening, and maybe you're noticing this too, Joanne, is like the colors are getting different. Like, have you noticed like people post pictures and like the skies and the colors of the sunsets and the flowers and the green, it's like iridescent.
Yes.
Getting almost like new colors in this new state of being. It feels like my husband had cataract surgery a few years ago, and he kept saying, it's like I went from black and white to HD TV, you know?
Exactly. And there for a little while, I just thought it was my own eyesight where like, because I've been doing healing work on a different level. It's like all of a sudden, 2021 came in and my healing modalities have like expanded. So it's almost like I see things differently. So because I was starting to see the colors different, I'm like, is it just my eyesight where things are just looking really more vibrant and brighter? But now that you've confirmed, obviously it's not.
It's not. It's happening. And it's so exciting, and when you talk to people, and you talk to a lot of people, it's all over the globe, and people are saying things and posting things and seeing things, and it's happening. We're in it. We're doing it.
We are definitely in it. As they say, we are definitely in the age of Aquarius. It's a very different energy than being in that age of Pisces for hundreds of years.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Exactly. Yeah. So before we dive into the next question, because I don't want to have to interrupt that, let the viewers know how they can reach you, because we do have to take a commercial break.
Yes. Well, best way is find me on Facebook. So I'm tagged on this, and friend me. My website is ElizaBloomRobinson.com. My name is ALIZA BloomRobinson.com. Those are the two easiest ways to find me.
Excellent. So with that being said, for our viewers, remember to stay with us. We're taking a quick commercial break, which gives you an opportunity to either run to the bathroom or go get some water, but then come right back, because you got to be here to win these prizes. We'll be right back.
Hello, my name is Nick Rafter, journalist, writer, editor. I'm happy to be offering copy editing and line editing services at competitive industry rates. If you have a book or any document that needs to be edited and thoroughly looked through, please contact me at nickrafter@gmail.com. Let's discuss how to get that work done. That's Nick Rafter, NICKRAFTER, @gmail.com. I hope to hear from you soon.
Hi everyone, I'm Natan Bredbury. I'm a veteran, Kabbalist, mystic, coach, and spiritual mentor. I have been blessed to help many students on their spiritual journey over the last 20 years. I am currently the founder of the Mystic Warrior Academy, and what we're doing is we're helping veterans heal from the inside out, overcome any sort of emotional trauma that they've been through. So if you're a veteran, a therapist, or a coach, and are interested in learning more about our program, you can contact us directly at info@mysticwarrioracademy.com. Blessings.
Hello and welcome back to Joanne's Healing Within. For those of you who are just tuning in, I am your host, Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, and I have my amazing guest, Eliza Bloom Robinson, who's our transformational catalyst. And we were just speaking about new humanity, and we're going to continue to speak. But before we do, remember to share, like, and comment, because you're here live. You're going to get 2 opportunities to get your name in the bucket to win this raffle that we'll be announcing next week's show. But because we're here right now, let's continue our conversation in regards to how do we move from the apparent breakdown to the successful breakthrough? That's a biggie. That's a big question.
Did I give you that question to ask me?
Yes, you sure did. I didn't take it from the winds, and you sure did, so go for it.
I think first, I think there's a few steps in doing that, and there's lots of different ways to do it. But the first thing is to realize that we're in a breakdown in order to be in a breakthrough. So like if, for example, your life is falling apart, and lots of people on this planet are having moments of that, even if their lives are okay, there's things that come up where it feels like, I didn't ask for this.
So we think.
Right? I mean, we can list them. But if you can take what is and quit resisting it, like, because what we do when things are not going our way is we have this push resistance to it. So drop the resistance, notice what you notice, and go, oh, what if this is my breakthrough moment? So even just pivoting the question, instead of, I don't like this, it doesn't feel good, to, oh, wait a minute, what if this is what gives me a breakthrough? Energetically opens the space for us to be able to move through it. Sort of other tips and tools is acceptance, allowance, choosing love, choosing forgiveness, choosing kindness and compassion, not only for the outer, but also for your own self.
Yes.
And just trust that we are changing on this planet so fast. And we're kind of getting spun out. But when we get spun out, we want to be on the right side of the spin, not the back side, right?
Exactly. And I love when my guest provides me insight regarding the topic without me even asking them to give me insight. Because Eliza, you just like really, like, I just had like the light bulb aha moment right now in reference to like just certain things I'm going, that's I'm experiencing in my own personal life, professionally and personally. And yeah, I too have sat there like, oh my God, what's going on? And it's like, yeah, allowing myself just to let go of the resistance and recognize that, yeah, what's going on in my world right now could very well be my breakthrough to taking me to where I have to go. So thank you for that.
Yeah. The other piece of that is what we desire. If we are ever becoming our biggest, boldest, most brilliant self, then that is always at the other side of where we are. And the other side meaning on the outside of our comfort zone, outside of who we've always been, outside of what we've always believed. There's always a quantum leap in each one of those. So if we reframe it, but also know that, oh, this is so awesome. I'm so close. It has fallen apart bad. I must be really, really close, right?
And that's a really good reminder too, because even again, I mean, I as a healer, I mean, even though, yes, we're healers, we too go through this experience. If not, I like to say sometimes we go through it even more so because of where we are in our, I guess, our vibration and frequency. But it is, I mean, the more challenging the experience may feel at the moment, as Liza just said, I guess the breakthrough is actually really on its way. It's like, yeah, it's coming, it's coming. So as we often see on Facebook is, do not quit before it arrives. You know,
Right.
don't give up because you're this close to receiving whatever it is, and if you're going to quit, you miss it.
Yeah. Yeah. And you don't know if it's an inch or a centimeter or maybe still a mile, but don't quit. Don't quit.
Exactly. And it doesn't matter if it's a mile because it still means there's still more to learn in that process. You know, to getting to
Absolutely.
where you have to go.
Absolutely.
You know, I love when people sit there and say, and I've said this out loud as well, but I've been doing this for like how many years? How much longer does this have to go? Depending on the breakthrough. Right?
Right. And I think there's also another piece that's coming into my awareness, which is, you know, because I've spent the last, I don't know, decade or two or more really like being in the flow, like being okay with whatever shows up. But I think as we're moving into new humanity, there's another layer of co-creation that's happening, which is very different than when we learned manifestation. I'm going to make this happen, because that has a push to it. This is very much when we land in that space, and we can land in that space any moment. What we're going for is living in that space over time, right? But when we land in that open space, it's like, oh, what would I love? What do I want to co-create? What do I want to do in the world? And the co-creation is, for me, it's being presented. It's a whole new way of being, even though I've used that language before, right?
Yes.
But like when you're so close to the breakthrough, what do you want to feel like on the other side of it? You know, and
Yeah.
that's the vibrational piece. That's the real power of the frequencies and the vibrations is
Yeah.
lining up with that now. You don't have to wait till later. You line up with it now.
Exactly. And I think it's important too, because I think what often happens, and I can only speak for myself, is that when we are in that process, when we're in whatever it is that we're going through, the resistance or the like, okay, so when are we going to see the end result? We almost forget to remind ourselves to why we want the end result. Like, why
Yes.
is that end result so important? And then once we can get the why, then as you just said, it's then leaning into the feelings of what it will feel like to have it.
Right. Right. And the whole thing about like I teach a prosperity class, and we talk about, you know, really setting your goals and your dreams. And those are end results. But then we teach what would it feel like? I'm so happy and grateful now that whatever that future thing is, right? But it then becomes less about that desire and much more about the journey of becoming. It's much more about who we be than what we want.
Yeah.
But that ties back into the frequency, to the vibration of being that now.
Exactly. And I think too, when we are in that space of recognizing how we are feeling about what it is we want, it alleviates the resistance of it not being here yet, because we're so focused on how we feel, like, wow, this makes me feel really excited, or wow, you know, I'm so happy to have this. So it alleviates and eliminates that resistance, and then before one knows, they're actually going through their breakthrough. They're actually in and saying, wow, is this what this is? You know, so now I don't know if you can answer this question, and it's just showing up, so it's an unexpected question.
Perfect.
In regards to when one is going through their breakthrough, I mean, what are some of the signs that one can notice or recognize as they're experiencing the very breakthrough to know that they're there?
So one of the signs is what I call divine discontent.
Which
So
is?
when you have that little niggly, right? That little internal niggly, we say that spirit talks to us in different languages. It starts out as a little whisper, and then a feather tickling your cheek, and then pretty soon it's a cosmic 2x4 and some life thing.
Yes.
Right. But if you can begin to notice that divine discontent, like say you're in a job and you've been in it for a long time, or a career even, it's been wonderful, and all of a sudden it's like, well, I'm kind of bored, or I kind of feel like there's something more, or what's next, or anytime there's that deep inner, it's not a thinking, it's not an escapism, right, which we get from our logic, but that impulse. But I wonder what else. I wonder how much more. I wonder, whatever it is, more impact, more contribution, more presence, more gratitude, whatever. And the other piece of my discontent is the longing. Like if you see something, like what's up for me, my longing right now is to be by the ocean, like warm sun, Caribbean ocean, right?
Yes.
What's underneath that for me? That you call that a longing or a yearning. And for me right now, I've been in this temporary job for a while, but I had a full life and I took a full-time job on top of it. So when I feel I just want to be by the ocean. Well, why? You were talking about why earlier. It's like, because I can rest, I can get fulfilled, I can be inspired. So then I notice that I've got a yearning for those things. It's like, oh, well, what's really up? Oh, you know what? I actually need a full day off, right? So you begin to take care of it, but it also is calling you to that next level of expression, because we are ever evolving. And if we're not ever evolving and growing, then we are shrinking and dying, right?
Yes.
It's not a we're evolving. At whatever degree we are, it doesn't matter the degree, just the movement.
Exactly. I love that. I love that. So again, as usual, we have a commercial break coming ahead. So let our viewers know how they can reach you.
Okay, so 2 ways you can find me on Facebook. I'm tagged on this episode right here, and you can find my website, AlizaBloomRobinson.com. That's ALIZA BloomRobinson.com.
Awesome. So again, for our viewers, we're going to take a quick commercial break. So go get the water, go rush to the bathroom, then come back, and we'll be right back.
Hi guys, I'm Kendrick Cortez Greer, personal astrologer and astrological counselor here in Brooklyn, New York. I've been an astrologer for over 23 years now, providing astrological readings, counseling sessions, workshops, and corporate events all throughout the tri-state area. I've been very blessed and lucky to have clients all throughout the United States and beyond. If you're interested in a reading that is warm, heartfelt, honest, and conducive to speaking to one of your best friends, please contact me at 917-863-7528. You can also email me at kendrickstar@gmail.com. That's Kendrick, STAR@gmail.com. And for you Insta people, find me on Instagram at Kendrick Cortez Astrology. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Toodles.
Are you ready for that breakthrough? If so, I can help. I'm Reverend Eliza Bloom Robinson, Transformation Catalyst, and I support people just like you to move through into breakthrough, finding the place of empowerment and clarity about who you be and what you do. I'm offering a complimentary consultation session. Just simply email me at newhumanitynow@gmail.com, and I look forward to chatting with you.
Hey, this is Joe Monkman, and I am a personal development trainer. And that means that I help people step into their leadership roles, take their place as a visionary, really understand their own mastery in the world so that they can really find their place at the buffet of life. And if you want to know more, you can find me on my Facebook page at Joe Monkman and joemonkman@gmail.com.
Hello and welcome back to Joanne's Healing Within. I am your host, Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, and I have my amazing guest, Eliza Bloom Robinson, who's our transformational catalyst. And those of you who are just tuning in now, you still have an opportunity to get your name in the bucket. So remember to share, like, comment, because you're here live. You get 2 opportunities in that bucket. You can't just be here live with us. You got to do some homework. And also put in those hashtags to get extra time in the bucket, extra bonus, give you extra chance to become the winner for our raffle. So we're going to dive into one final question in regards to Eliza, the quantum frequency. Is that correct? Quantum frequency session. What exactly is that, and what exactly is the quantum frequency?
So let me take just a moment to speak into that with a background. So when we are doing our transformational work, the easiest way to do that is to access the quantum field. The quantum field has many names. You can say it like it is God or divine mind or the realm of infinite possibilities. It's also the realm of the void and the source before creation herself. Actually, there's lots of different ways to sort of describe. I've been accessing the quantum field through the process that I've been doing for about 15 years now. And in the last year or so, I've started playing very specifically with frequencies. Been playing with the idea of vibrational frequencies for well over a decade, because when we raise our frequency, when we raise our vibration, we are lifted in consciousness. When we come into a higher vibration, our whole body, mind, heart, soul, spirit system comes into coherence, which is then when we have no resistance, where we experience oneness and healing and wholeness and all kinds of really wonderful things. So in the last year or so, I've been playing with doing quantum frequency sessions, and I have a device. I have this little quantum frequency device that I actually use. So in a session, and this is what we're raffling today, or you can purchase one on the website as well. But we actually land into a meditative state, your point of center as much as possible, set an intention. So whatever your intention is, maybe it's for love, maybe it's for healing, maybe it's for whatever, it doesn't matter. Maybe it's for, a world that works for all. And then we use this quantum sensor to identify inside your bioenergetic field the exact frequencies that will bring you into resonance with that. And so after we scan that, then we actually vibrate those frequencies into your bioenergetic field. Now, the physical body is your physical body. The electromagnetic body is around you, about the length of your arms and beyond. The bioenergetic field is the informational field that is really 95%. So like of the bioenergetic field, the physical body is 5%. So we're actually using the quantum to feed the system with specific frequencies. And sometimes people feel those immediately, and they come into resonance, and they come into coherence, and they come into this spaciousness. So that was actually a whole lot of information to answer your question, but what the quantum frequency session brings you into alignment with your intention.
Excellent, excellent. And because you mentioned it before, this is the raffle that you're giving away to one of our lucky one of our lucky viewers today that wins the raffle. I have a new tongue; it gets a little tongue tied. So just given that specific, like what exactly is it like? What's the time frame to it? How's it work? The actual winner.
We spend about 30 to 45 minutes together, and we first say hello, get to know each other just a bit. We set an intention. We spend some time using the frequency device that I have to analyze the bioenergetic field. And then we're actually sending those vibrations. And those are very short, like a minute, 2, 3 minutes that you receive it. And it feels like a deep meditation. So we come into center, it's meditative in a sense, it's beyond that. And then we talk about what you experience, because often there's an experience. I worked with a girl recently who does a lot of the Joe Dispenza work. And so Joe Dispenza is famous for really landing in that void, that spaciousness, the quantum field, if you will. And his meditations are often like, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours long to access that. And she'd just come out of a retreat retreat with him, and we were doing a frequency device session with her, and we did like 2 minutes in receiving the frequencies, and she said, oh my God, it just landed in the same place that I got with 4 hours of meditation a few minutes ago.
Wow.
It just quantifies,
Yes.
made up word, your experience, and lines you up with your intention. It also does all kinds of releasing the blocks and obstacles energetically, vibrationally. So it's really, really powerful. Very fun too.
Yeah, so whoever the lucky winner is going to be for that, congratulations ahead of time. So yes, so before I go ahead and announce last week's raffle winner, what I like to really do here is offer Eliza a reading. Are you open to one?
I would love one, yes. Thank you.
Excellent. So all I need for you to do for me is just to recite your full name that's on your birth certificate just one time, just so I have your energy.
Nancy N. Lott.
Okay. And just with your own intention, just focusing on something that you would like to receive guidance on. You're not going to mention it to me, and we'll just align the energy and see what shows up.
Okay.
It's so funny on the card that just showed. I love when the cards sort of like are right in alignment and mirroring. To start off with, the word is transformation.
There we go.
There you go. That's the word for Eliza, where it's a transformation. So as we just got done saying, I've been saying it throughout the entire show, that Eliza is our transformation catalyst. And she's experienced her own transformation, as we all do, because again, we don't want to give the viewers the impression that just because we are healers, we don't undergo transformations ourselves. We do. And we're always, everybody, no matter what level you're at, what kind of healing work you're doing, every one of us goes through a transformation. So Eliza, this is saying that you are actually in a transformation, and the chakra associated is the solar plexus. So the energy that sits in the solar plexus for you is really being in alignment to the very thing that you are asking for, and trusting that it's exactly going to turn out the way you can visualize it, which I'm sure you already do. Trust it. And sometimes, even as healers, sometimes we sort of question and sort of sit back and say, so, really? So this is just reminding you to just know that whatever the thing is that you are focusing on, know that it's going to definitely transpire for you. And your numbers are 1 and 8. So the 1 is you're doing things very differently than you've done in the past. There's something even newer than what's going on right now for you. And the 8 is a representation of how there's abundance around you, but even more importantly, the work that you are doing is bringing so much harmony into not just your life, but everyone else's lives that you touch. And that works out to be a 9 energy. The 9 is really about how you are letting go of what no longer really serves you in the work that you're doing. So you're making space for all the new things that are coming in to serve what you're going to be doing. Because what you've been doing all these years is there's definitely a shift going on and a transformation going on for you as well, bringing you into this transformation as that 9 energy is. How's that sit with you?
That's wonderful. It's so confirmational. And really, if you take the words that you just said to me in this reading, and it's really what we said through this whole interview, right? So it's such a full circle, and I feel that new. I feel that new. I don't know what it looks like yet. That's where the trust comes in, right?
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. And this is a perfect example because, again, as healers, we're human too. And sometimes we sort of question what it is, what's going on, like our breakthroughs, and, are we on the right track, and where's this taking us? And just being in that space of just trusting the process and having faith that you're going to land wherever you're supposed to land at. Wherever you're needed the most is where you're going to land.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's brilliant. And, as leaders and healers, not only everything you said, but we're also really, path builders. We are out there doing this work so that the path for our people, our clients, our listeners becomes easier because we've done it.
Exactly. Exactly. So yeah, so perfect. I'm loving the fact that that card really was in perfect alignment to everything that you're doing and everything you've just discussed in the last hour of our show. And with that being said, before we go to a commercial break, I just want to announce our raffle winner from last week's show that's going to be given by Joe Monkman, who again is our amazing, where's my sheet? Because there's so many notes. He is our wellness advocate and personal development trainer. And what he's giving in his raffle winning is a 60-minute intuitive insight session with him. And our winner, drum roll, as is the flyer, Ian Aston, I think I said her name right, Aston. She's our winner, and I will be connecting with her if, in fact, she's not watching today live, which I'm hoping she is. And I'll be connecting the two of them later on today so she can redeem her amazing 60-minute session. And anyone who's winning Eliza's session, I'll be announcing that winner next week. So you'll have to stick around for next week's show to find out who wins that amazing gift as well. So, Eliza, one last time, let our viewers know how they can reach you.
Yep, contact me on Facebook. My name is posted all over everywhere. We've put this recording out, this live interview out, and my website is Eliza Bloom Robinson. Eliza is with an A, A-L-I-Z-A, bloomrobinson.com.
Awesome. And Eliza, again, thank you so much for being here and taking your time out from your busy schedule and sharing your energy with our viewers, and more importantly, with me. I appreciate you, and I look forward to our connection going forward. Have a great day. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and I'll be right back. Hello. Are you ready for the age of Aquarius? I'm Reverend Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, your certified holistic personal trainer, intuitive healer, cosmic energy reader, a student of astrology, master of numerology, and the creator of the Chakra Balance Numerology Cosmic Energy Forecast deck. I would like to invite you to come join me for a one-day class on February 11th, 2021 at 8 p.m. Eastern Time via Zoom. This amazing class is the Cosmic Energy 2021 forecast. During this time, what you will experience is what's in store for you, professionally, personally, and collectively. Redeem this amazing class today at the special rate of $55. Email healingwithin76@gmail.com. Do this today and receive a free 9-card Cosmic Energy Astrological Forecast. That could be your blueprint for the entire year. I do look forward to sharing with you insight on the age of Aquarius.
Hello, my name is Nick Rafter, journalist, writer, editor. I'm happy to be offering copy editing and line editing services at competitive industry rates. If you have a book or any document that needs to be edited and thoroughly looked through, please contact me at nickrafter@gmail.com. Let's discuss how to get that work done. That's Nick Rafter, NICKRAFTER, @gmail.com. I hope to hear from you soon.
Hello and welcome back. For those of you who are just joining, I am your host, Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, and I'd like to invite you to come back and watch on the replay, or you can catch us on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, or YouTube, because you missed an amazing episode. But you are here now, so go ahead. We're going to do 3 things: share, like, and comment. And this way here, you get a chance to have your name in the raffle bucket to get a chance to win the amazing raffle prize that our guest just announced that she's going to be giving to the lucky winner. And we announced our lucky winner from last week's show, which is Ann Austin. She's winning the 60-minute intuitive insight session with Joe Monkman. So I'm really excited to connect them two. And just a few announcements before we end today's show. Again, to invite you, come join me on Monday nights. Every Monday night, or most Monday nights, at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, I offer an 11-minute meditation and 1 card pull. To take advantage of that and to participate, I will be giving the email at the very end of the announcement, so hang in there for that, and I'll give that to you. That is via Zoom, so it's a nice group, and it's a fun time to hang out. But it is 11 p.m. Eastern Time. It is recorded just in case you're not able to make it. But you do need to have the link so you can get to the recording. And then the next thing, I have an amazing book coming out. It's called Healing with Numbers. And what makes this book so amazing is that 15% of the proceeds from the purchases are going to be going to the Mystic Warrior Academy. The book will be available hopefully as its birth date. The due date is in March. So as soon as it's available, you'll be able to purchase, but you can pre-order. And again, hang out. I'll give you that email so you can let me know you'd like to pre-order. And one last announcement before we go, or actually two last announcements. I have an amazing event coming up, Cosmic Energy 2021 Forecast Class, because we all want to know what's going on for us in 2021. This class is being offered on February 11th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time via Zoom, and it's only $55. Those of you who sign up and mention today's show, you're going to receive $10 off of the actual sign-up fee. And also, you're going to receive an opportunity to win. I'm always giving out prizes. An opportunity to win a 9-card Cosmic Energy Astrological Numerology Forecast. So it's definitely worthwhile going ahead and signing up today and mentioning today's show to get the $10 off and your name in the raffle for that. And just one last time, for those of you who are looking to be an advertising sponsor where your commercial gets to air right on our show, as you've seen all the other commercials, I have an amazing advertising sponsor promotion going on right now for $33 per episode, committing to 12 episodes, and that gives you 2 free guest appearances as well. Wouldn't you want to be on the show and get to be in front of a whole different audience and a different bunch of eyes to share your story, your journey, and inspire others to do the same? Here's the email for all of the information. That's healingwithin76@gmail.com. So go ahead, hit me up on the email. Let me know that you're looking to take advantage of the Cosmic class, get involved with the 1111, and also become an advertising sponsor on my show. With all that being said, I'd like to again to thank every one of you for being here today, for sharing, liking, and commenting, and for all our advertising sponsors. Thank you so much for supporting my show and making this possible. And Bobby behind the scenes, thank you. I appreciate you as well. All that said, have yourself an awesome day. Enjoy and see you next week. Bye-bye for now.